What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be a little bit longer than the ones I have been posting, so I hope you guys stick with me. I hope you guys watch all the way through, because I'm going to be showing you two different styles that I run into quite a bit. The first style is, the guy who kind of always runs, like he'll engage on his terms or won't even engage at all. And the next fight is going to be against a pressure fighter. So you guys are going to see like the two gameplay styles here. And this is not live commentary. These are matches I got last season. So just bear with me. I'm going to take a drink and break these fights down with you guys. So when you get a guy who doesn't want to engage, that's kind of what they want you to do. They want you to come forward. They want you to run into stuff, and you can't fall into that trap. As this fight goes on, you're gonna see what this guy does, and it's to me, this match was just painful, man. It's just like it just wasn't working against me, and he wasn't switching it up. Right there, he doesn't want to touch gloves, and right there, he's instantly on the back foot. He checks that kick. And look, he's not, he's on the fence. He's blocking good. That's all good. Comes forward with a jab there. But then again, look, he's on the back foot, and we're just kind of... Because I can be a patient fighter too, So, like this style, honestly, against me, I'm not saying that, like, I'm a great player or nothing. I'm just saying that this particular style against me doesn't really work. To beat me, you're better off kind of pressuring me. It's just how, when I lose, that's what I find. I try to learn from my losses. Right there, I was trying to feint a takedown. Right there, I was actually trying to feint a takedown and try to go up top, but, he caught me. Nice little exchange there. But yeah, when I lose, it's mostly to pressure fighters, and I lose a lot, so I should know, right? But yeah, this guy, look, he's just, once in a while he'll throw a 1-2, and I'm just gonna pop shot him. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta be patient. If he wants to be on the fence, let him be on the fence, man. Don't just, don't just bust all these guys, or don't just try to, run through them. You gotta be patient, because they're looking for that counter. They're looking for that pull. They're looking for, that sway. And it only takes a few counters if you can get them in, quick succession. It only takes a few counters for you to get out of there. And that's what he's looking to. And if you notice, I'm not giving him much to counter. If you're not throwing strikes, what's there, you can't be countered. Proaxis has said that many times. Proaxis, he always says that. He's like, if you're not throwing, you can't be countered. You guys just gotta listen to him. But that's what I feel like this guy was trying to do. He was looking for a counter, and I just was not giving him anything. He's just flashing his block, and I'm just, throwing a hook out there, throwing a two-piece. I dump him there, trying to go to the body. I'm not rushing anything here. I'm just trying to work his body a little bit. Like, I'm in no rush, I won that round clearly. But yeah, man, like, you'll see these guys, usually they're a little bit more aggressive, but, they're always looking to counter. Because like I said, if you can find a counter, usually you can find another. And then, it's just downhill. Once those counters, especially the pull counters, if you have You got to notice that too, though. If you're getting pull countered and pull countered, stop throwing round strikes. He doesn't want to touch gloves. Again, I figured, you know, maybe I earned some respect, but apparently I didn't. You just don't need knee, body kick, you know, nothing really for me to worry about. And if he wants to be on the fence, like I said, let him be on the fence, but Marshall Mind made a video about this too. Stop backing up. Like, this is not technical. You're getting, you know, if it was working, you know, that's one thing. But look, he could have pressured me there. He chose to back up. He's giving me nothing to worry about. You got to give your opponent something to worry about, just like in real life, you know. If you just let someone walk you down without, you know, throwing anything or putting anything out there, they're just going to walk you down. That's just how it is. You know, I'm taught even in sparring to, you know, always be feinting, always be doing something, giving them something to worry about, giving them something to, you know, to think about. Like right here, you know, I'm giving them all kinds of different looks. I just feigned a low kick into a body kick, you know, I'm just... He's just doing nothing here. He's just blocking high, low, high, low. Once in a while, he'll throw a body kick or a knee. And I'm just, you know, pop shotting him. Like I said, I got 5 rounds. Is it the most exciting fight? No. But look, right there. Honestly, I was kind of getting annoyed, probably. And I just stood still. Boom. Hurt him to the body. But yeah, man, this style just... I don't know. To me, it's just not effective. Like I said, if he had given me something to worry about, it would be way more effective for him. But he's just not. He's not even moving his head. So, like, I wouldn't do this, guys, unless, you know, unless your opponent's, you know, a huge volume striker. I wouldn't use this style. You gotta be throwing strikes here. Jab me, jab straight me, you know. Throw a lead hook out there. Boom, I hit him with the, you know, body uppercut again. And I got him out of there. But you cannot just back up the whole fight without giving your opponent something to worry about. You know. So. Yeah, we're going to get another fight, but just like I said, man, if you're going to use this kind of style, this backing up style, just do things differently than this guy did, you know. You got to engage a little bit more, you know, look to move your head. Because I'm not saying, you know, don't back up and just always go forward. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying you got to be a little bit more aggressive in this game if you want that kind of outside fighting to be successful, because I think that's what this guy was kind of going for, was, you know, an outside fighting type deal. So let's call it that. We'll just call it outside fighting. But to be successful at outside fighting, you have to, you know, you have to engage when your opponent's coming in. You have to look for counters, and this guy was not looking for counters at all. He wasn't even moving his head. He was just looking to block, you know, high, low, as you guys saw. And, you know, you have to, you know, take advantages of those, you know, like those teeps. He wasn't really throwing any teeps or any type of side kicks. He wasn't really even throwing a lot of body kicks. So if you're going to outside fight, you kind of have to do that. You got to use your long range strikes. So, and as you guys saw, like how to beat it, you got to just be patient, you know. Look at your opponent's block, see where he's blocking. In this case, I was working his body, so that worked for me. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next fight. and that is going to be against a pressure fighter. So I'm going to cut right to it. So in this matchup, we're fighting Tyron Woodley. And it's funny because you would think that the Woodley player would be the guy backing up to the fence, but he's not. And as you guys see, he's a Division 20 player, so obviously, he's good, or at least he's put his time in. Some people say, oh, you can be Division 20 and not be good. I tend to disagree, but, it is what it is. But anyway, let's talk about this fight. So right away, he don't want to touch gloves, and we're exchanging right in the middle, and I can see, he doesn't really want to back up. So I kind of back up to reset, but I don't want to back up too far, because I like to kind of do like a in and out type deal, which, kind of does two things for me. It helps me reset and look at my opponent's block, try to find openings, and it also lets me reset my stamina. But if I'm going to take the outside fighting role, I want to be on the black line. As I said before in some other videos, right now, look, he has me up against the fence. I'm going to major lunge out. He caught that kick. Ooh, right there. If that would have caught me, it would have done a lot of damage. I wasn't, I was blocking well. But see what I'm doing, guys? I'm looking for a counter. Like, I'm trying to pull, I'm moving my head, I'm sidestepping. So when someone's pressuring you and they're taking that, that pressure fighting role, you have to look for a counter right there. I tried to slip straight. Or it was a hook. Again, a slip straight. I'm trying to make him worried about something, because he's pressuring me so much. He just wants to come forward. Right there, I kind of get him to back up, but again, he's coming forward. So I need to find a counter. Or I need to catch him coming in, make him run into stuff. Right there, he almost drops me with an uppercut. I see, my health's getting low. But right there, it's back, so now we can exchange. But yeah, man, look, he just pressured me, pressure. Right there, he's backing up a little bit, but, there's two different types of pressure, I feel. You can pressure with strikes, you can pressure with, or you can pressure with distance, you know what I mean? And you can also combine the two. Not distance, I mean footwork, you can pressure with footwork or you can pressure with strikes. But right there, I'm always trying to not move straight back, and if I do, I move straight back a little bit, then I either go left or right. Like I said, I don't want to be caught up against the fence. I'm hitting him with these body kicks, and it's doing, you can just tell it's doing a little bit of damage, so, and those will add up. But when someone's pressuring me, man, what I'm looking for is I'm always looking for a counter. Are they throwing a lot of round strikes? Are they throwing a lot of straight strikes? Are they throwing a lot of head strikes? Are they throwing a lot of body strikes? When someone's pressuring you, you have to take into account what they are doing. And also, don't let them pressure you. Don't be afraid to throw back, man. But just, try to pick your moments. You gotta, obviously be smart about it. But right here, again, he's pushing me back. And he's kind of switching it up. He's going to the body, which makes me think that I hurt his body because he's trying to play catch up. And if it's in the first round, he didn't go to the body too much. So that means his body must be hurt, and he's probably trying to play catch up. And Tyron Woodley does not have the best. He does not have the best cardio. So he's trying to, even that out. He's trying to catch me in a pole too. But I'm looking for my own counter, or I'm gonna try to Beat him in a trade here. Boom. I caught him. Oh, I caught him slipping. He thought I was going to go straight strike. And that's it. That is it, guys. See that? The first rock, I didn't even rock him. I rocked him right there, and then I dropped him. So it just shows if you're accurate, you know, if your shot selection is good, you know, it doesn't take, you know, eight knockdowns, 10 knockdowns sometimes. Obviously, sometimes it does, you know, if the player on the other end is good. But I'm just saying, it doesn't always. But yeah, so let's recap this a little bit. So when you're fighting a pressure fighter, what you want to do is, number one, at least this is what I do anyway. Number one, you want to look for a counter. You know, like I said, are they throwing a lot of straight strikes? That means you want to slip, you know, you want to try to slip. Are they throwing a lot of round strikes? Trying to pull counter. You know, we all know a pull uppercut can do a lot of damage. And then, you know, it doesn't take much to keep the damage coming. Are they throwing a lot of head strikes? Are they throwing a lot of body strikes? If they're throwing a lot of body hooks, uppercut them. Don't let them push you back too much, you know. You know, don't let them, you know, you don't want them to push you back. That's what they want. They want you on that cage. They want you trapped. Try to stay on that black line, you know. You know, just do what you gotta do. Even if you have to clinch them, if you get, you know, if you feel like they're, you know, getting too close, just clinch, you know. Usually, you know, they have to back up if they want to break that clinch. But anyway, guys, let me know if you enjoyed, you know, watching these two different styles and watching, hear me break them down. Let me know what your guys' fighting style is in the comments. Also, subscribe if you're new, like, it's free, and I'll see you guys in the next one.